Hello and welcome to your financial journey with Whitaker-Myers Wealth Managers, where we will guide you to take control of your finances and give you financial peace. I'm Tim Hilterman, a certified financial planner and chief financial planning officer. As you may have noticed, this is my first video. So in addition to helping you with your finances, I want you to get to know me a little. First and foremost, I am a Christian, which means I'm saved by God's amazing grace. Secondly, I'm a husband and father. Abby and I have 7 kids. Yes, life is very busy, but we like to say it's full of good things. Third, I actually have an electrical engineering degree and an MBA. And yes, makes me a major nerd. But hopefully in these videos, we'll be able to take complicated financial principles and apply it to your life. Well, as we wrap up 2024 and look to the new year, I want to share 3 principles that can make your 2025 the best year yet. Here they are. Be grateful. Be generous. And be a good steward. Let's jump in. Be grateful. As Americans, it's so easy to compare ourselves to other people who have more than us. We become discontent. We're always living for the next big thing. When I get a raise, I'll be happier. When I get out of debt, my problems will go away. But how often do we thank God for what we do have? The reality is we have much more than the vast majority of people in the world. And what we do have comes from the Lord. 1 Corinthians 4:7 says, "What do you have that you did not receive?" Here are some stats. According to Business Insider, the average adult worldwide makes $23,380 a year. Someone from the poorest half of the world made just $3,920 a year. That's $15 a day. You have to agree. We have so much, and we need to be grateful. Focusing on gratitude this year will reduce your financial fear, and it will increase your financial peace. Secondly, be generous. I don't just mean if you're out of debt or if you consider yourself rich. Everyone at every stage should be generous. The Christian tradition is to give at least 10%. I'll share with you, Abby and I have always tried to do that. It definitely wasn't always easy. There was a time when I was switching careers, my income was cut in half, and we just had our 4th kid in 3 years. I remember my in-laws would come over and babysit, and they'd bring extra jackets because we turned the thermostat down so low to save money. But we always considered tithing a non-negotiable. Here are some encouragements from the Bible. Proverbs 3:9 and 10 says, "Honor the Lord with your wealth, with the first fruits of all your produce. Then your barns will be filled with plenty, and your vats will be bursting with wine." Corinthians 9:6 says, "Whoever sows sparingly will also reap sparingly. Whoever sows generously will also reap generously." Dave Ramsey says in his book, The Legacy Journey, "Givers are content because they know that stuff won't make them happy. They recognize that they have enough for themselves and enough to share." Dave says to live like no one else now so that later you can live and give like no one else. But don't wait to give. Commit yourself to giving generously now in 2025, and I promise you'll be better off for it. Lastly, be a good steward. If everything we have is from the Lord, and God gives us these things to enjoy and use for his kingdom, then be intentional with your finances and have a plan. Think about it. If you don't have a budget, your money is happening to you, and you're doing the best to react. And it wouldn't be uncommon if you end up spending more than you make. Resolve in 2025 to take control of your financial life. Set specific financial goals and end 2025 better than you started it. By the way, one way you can record your progress is by calculating your net worth at the beginning of the year and at the end of the year. Go ahead, record your assets. That's everything you own, like your house, investments, retirement savings, checking and savings accounts. Then write down your liabilities or your debts, like your mortgage, car loans, student loans, credit card debts. Subtract your total assets from your total liabilities, and you have your net worth. It's as simple as that. Now, the trick is repeating this exercise at the end of the year. Hopefully, you'll have some meaningful progress to celebrate. Well, we have a lot more to share with you, and I hope you'll subscribe to our channel to be sure to get our future videos. If you have a financial question, I'd really love to hear it, and I promise I will respond if you leave a comment. But for now, I want to wish you a happy new year filled with God's richest blessings. And I hope you'll consider to be grateful, be generous, and be a good steward. Thanks for listening. Lord willing, we'll catch you next time.